Everyone keeps saying Canada is broken. Maybe parts of it are. But here's the question no one seems able to answer. If that's true, who exactly is better equipped to fix it than Carney? Complaining is easy. Fixing a country is something else entirely.
The Sanity Project, where reason beats rage.
Let me ask you something right off the top, and I want a real answer. If not Carney and the Liberals, then who? Drop it in the comments. Seriously, I read them, I respond, and I want to know what people actually think the alternative is. Because right now, I'm seeing a lot of frustration across the country, a lot of anger, and a constant stream of Canada is broken messaging everywhere you look. All right, maybe parts of it are. But saying that is the easy part. The harder part is answering what comes next. Let's talk about what it actually means to run a country. Because Canada isn't managed through slogans or viral clips. It's not about who lands the best one-liner. It's about economic management, global credibility, and making decisions that don't always feel good but actually work. And whether you like him or not, Mark Carney has done exactly that. Not talked about it, done it. Bank of Canada during the financial crisis. Bank of England during Brexit. Those aren't easy situations. That's real-world pressure where decisions have consequences, not just headlines. Let's talk about frustration for a second. Because criticizing the Liberals is completely fair. There are real issues in this country. Housing is brutal, groceries are out of control, and people feel squeezed every day. That frustration is real, and it deserves to be acknowledged. But frustration doesn't automatically make the alternative better. And that's the leap a lot of people are making right now. Feeling fed up is one thing. Deciding who should take over the country is something entirely different. That requires a higher standard than just wanting change. Let's talk about the alternative. Because traditionally, yes, the Conservatives are the other governing option in Canada. That's how our system works. But an option only works if it's actually ready to govern, not just ready to campaign or dominate a news cycle. And right now, there are some serious question marks. For example, refusing to obtain a national security clearance while positioning yourself to lead the country is not a small detail. You're choosing not to access the intelligence every prime minister relies on. That's not good politics. That's poor judgment. Let's talk about fringe elements in a political party. Every party has them. That's normal. But leadership is about where you draw the line and how clearly you enforce it. You don't amplify them, you don't echo them, and you definitely don't bring them coffee. Because when politics starts leaning into outrage, distrust of institutions, and burn-it-all-down energy, it stops being a strategy. It becomes a risk. That kind of environment doesn't produce stable leadership. It creates instability at the exact moment you need the opposite. Let's put this in simple terms. If your mechanic tells you your car has problems, you don't hand the keys to a guy yelling in the parking lot that all cars are scams. You still want someone who understands the engine and knows how to fix it properly. Let's talk about expectations. This isn't about whether the Liberals are perfect. They're not. No government is. This is about whether the alternative is actually better, or just louder, angrier, and more effective at capturing attention in a very noisy environment. And those are not the same thing. One wins clicks, the other runs a country. And right now, a lot of people are confusing the two, which is understandable but also risky when the stakes are this high. Let's talk about the other parties. The NDP, the Greens, the Bloc, they all play important roles. They push ideas, influence policy, and hold governments accountable. That's part of a healthy system. But forming a stable national government, that's not where they are today. So we come back to the only question that really matters. Not the emotional one, not the viral one, but the real one. If Canada needs fixing, who is actually equipped to do it in the real world, not just in theory? Are we choosing someone who has already handled global financial crises and understands the system at the highest level? Or are we choosing someone still building their resume in real time while asking for the biggest job in the country? If you made it this far, I want your answer. Who should be leading this country right now and why? Drop it in the comments. Agree, disagree, pushback. That's the whole point of this conversation.
If you want more facts and less fear, hit subscribe. Check out the next breakdown wherever you're listening or watching. Stay sane, Canada.